Welcome back to The Grind for a quick video just to briefly talk about the correct way to ramp up your champions. Now, when you look at the boss nodes, at the very bottom you can see the crossfight abilities. That tells you which roles have how many charges on them. And as we all were originally made aware, the charges are passed in a leftward direction. So Assault passes them to Vanguard, Vanguard to Tactician, and Tactician over back to Assault. And so it was originally viewed, in my opinion, and what other people were talking about, was that that's the order you should go in when ramping up your champions on the fight. But in fact, I feel it's better to go the other direction. The opposite direction of the charges is the order you should rotate the fights in order to get the most value out of the ramp up phase and the most damage for each person. So as an example, I'm Vanguard. So if I start the fight as Vanguard, I build Tactician charges, the person to the left. So in any fight, you can build a max of 7 at a time. And you can benefit from a maximum of 10 per each other class charges. So as Vanguard, I build Tactician charges. So in my first fight, I might build 7 Tactician charges. If we then rotate to the left and Tactician goes next, they're starting the fight with 7 Tactician charges, but they do not get bonus damage from their own class charges, their own role charges. So they still start at 0 bonus damage. If we rotate to the right and Assault goes after Vanguard, then Assault is going to start with the 7 Tactician charges, meaning that's 7 out of 10 bonus damage from the Tactician roll. And then while they're fighting, they're building up Vanguard charges up to 7. And so if they ramp up quickly, that means they can get to 14 out of 20 total roll charge bonus damage in the second fight. That's twice as many roll charges that they're benefiting from in the second fight if you go to the right instead of to the left. Once everyone has gone through twice, it really doesn't matter who goes next. As I mentioned in the other video about, you don't have to necessarily follow the exact pattern after you're ramped up. But once, it really only makes a big difference for that first rotation. The second player in line gets a significant bonus if you rotate to the right, as opposed if you rotate to the left. After that first round, it really isn't that significantly different, assuming everybody's getting the maximum of 7 roll charges. Because if, for example, one person actually only completes 4 roll charges, then you're going to have to continue the ramp up cycle a bit longer, meaning you're going to want to stick to the rotation. And again, I think the rotation should go from left to right, meaning Tactician to Vanguard to Assault to Tactician, which is the opposite direction that the roll charges are being applied. So I hope that makes sense. I know it's a very quick, brief video. Yeah, I don't know what else to say, but I thought that it would be worth making a quick video on that, just in case people are still working on bosses and that initial ramp up phase. It might be worthwhile if you're kind of cutting it close on revives. Let me know what your thoughts are. Hopefully this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next video.